Hello everyone, MFPallytime here. Welcome back to Diablo 3. This is our third video in Season 12. I hope you guys have been enjoying the footage so far. I'm progressing quite well on my monk, currently Paragon 627, although this is my third monk of the season. I did kill off my first character and kill off my second character. On the first character, we were trying out a different armor set, and on the second one, we were pushing for an all-time high Greater Rift 85. That's a personal best for me, and also placing me at the time in the top 300 on the hardcore leaderboard. Did end up dying to the butcher who one-shot me. I have the footage here somewhere. Maybe I'll put it in. But what this video is about the speed farming build that I've been using to catch myself back up. I've been farming a ton of Death Breath in a very short amount of time. I've been farming a ton of legendary items in a very short amount of time. To give you an idea, with this build, I'm looking at about 500 Death Breath gathered in about an hour and a half. I was watching a movie on Netflix on one monitor, and on this monitor, I was just doing rifts like crazy. And what you're seeing on the screen right now is me completing a rift, and this is not sped up in any way. This is just how the build works, and it took me just under 2 minutes to run through the full thing on Torment 10. We are using some armor sets that buff the amount of Death Breath that drop on the ground, and we're also using armor sets that obviously increase our damage by quite a bit and lower our cooldowns by quite a bit as well. So I thought you guys would be interested in seeing what I think is the fastest farming build that I have ever played. In order to make this set work, you need 5 pieces of Sun Wukos, starting off on a good note already. You need the shoulders, the gloves, the chest piece, the pants, and the amulet. Once you've acquired these, you're well on your way to getting going. This Sun Wukos set increases the damage of your Wave of Light by quite a bit. This is the majority of the reason that you're using this set. It basically allows you to kill most of the things on the screen with a single click of the button. But in order to maintain this, you need to have Sweeping Winds up as well, which is on our right click here. If you have Sweeping Winds up, it increases the damage of your Wave of Light by 1000% for each stack of Sweeping Wind. Now, normally you can only have 3 stacks of Sweeping Wind, but because of our weapon, the Vengeful Wind, we gain an additional 7 stacks of Sweeping Wind at a time, bringing it up to a grand total of 10. This weapon can roll with garbage stats on it and still be amazing because of the 1000% damage increase you get with each stack of Sweeping Wind. So this one has the top roll of 7. If you have one for 6, you're going to do considerably less damage. If you have one for 5, you're going to deal considerably less damage. So once you find one that has 7 stacks, hang on to that bad boy. And this is where, again, the majority of our clear speed and damage is coming from. As you just go out and attack things, you're going to be generating additional stacks. You need to make sure that this buff stays up all the time. If it's about to fall off, just right-click, and you can keep it going, no problem. Our helmet and our boots are of the Sage set, and this increases Death Breath drops by 1. On Torment 10, that means we're getting 3 Death Breath per kill, usually. On Torment 13, this means you'd be getting, I believe, 4 per kill. If you're able to clear it in a fast time, then that would be worth it for you. Now, personally, for me, 2-minute rifts are pretty good. I like to stay at that 2-minute rift sweet spot. You know, never more than 3 minutes. If I'm hitting 4 minutes, that feels really bad, and I like to keep momentum up. One of the ways we keep momentum up is with the endgame. Your skill cooldowns are reduced by anywhere between 8 and 10 seconds for 15 seconds when you kill an elite pack. So you kill something, and all of a sudden, boom, your cooldowns are basically non-existent. You can dash all around the screen, you can do all kinds of crazy stuff, and keep momentum going. Now, the secret to staying alive with this build lies in our belt, the gold wrap. On gold pickup, gain armor for 5 seconds equal to the amount of gold that you have picked up. Well, that doesn't sound that good because normally you're not picking up that much gold, but if you look at this greater gem, Boon of the Hoarder, we have a 62.5% chance on killing an enemy to cause an explosion of gold. And when we pick up this gold, it's going to be increasing our movement speed for 2 seconds, which means we can move around even faster than we were able to already. And last but not least, our last piece of gear, we are using Pinto's Pride. This just increases the damage of our Wave of Light by quite a bit. This one rolled with increased fire damage. Well, we augmented that and increased critical hit, so it's capable of dealing quite a bit extra damage to enemies that walk up on us. Now remember, this is my backup set of gear. This used to be optimized even more, and I was even tankier and was able to clear even harder stuff. The other greater gems I'm using is a level 9 Bane of the Trapped. Like I said, killed off a character, been working on that. And a level 68 Esoteric Alteration, which I'm using for survivability. If you're not playing on hardcore like me, you can just go ahead and equip yourself a nice Zai Stone of Vengeance, or maybe even a Bane of the Powerful, because we are casting this Wave of Light in melee range, so Bane of the Powerful might be the way to go to increase your damage. My rings are the Avarice Band, which actually picks up stuff around us, making it much easier to clear this. The Avarice Band itself, you're not really using it for much of anything else except for improving your clear speeds. It just kind of vacuums up everything into you, which makes your job really, really easy because you're going to be picking up gold nonstop and increasing your pickup radius. And then I'm using the Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac for the cooldown reduction. In the cube, we are looking at the Incense Torch of the Grand Temple. You'll be very familiar with this if you've been pushing with the Wukong set, or Sun Wukong set, excuse me, because it does increase your damage by a considerable amount. We're using Nemesis Bracers to spawn more elite packs so we can get more Death Breath, and then the Ring of Royal Grandeur. And now I'm going to show you a little bit of gameplay that is not talked over. We'll focus on the commentary a little bit. So again, in order to get this build to work, the most important thing that you can do is keep your right click going. I suppose I never explained the abilities. Wave of Light with Explosive Light. This causes fire damage to spread across the entire screen every time you use Wave of Light. You keep your spirit up by using Sweeping Wind with the Inner Storm, which generates spirit per vortex that you have. So we can have 10, so it's generating quite a bit of spirit. Dashing Strike with Quicksilver, it's just my Dashing Strike rune of choice. You can go for a lot of these and they will be just fine. Wave of, what is it? Blinding Speed. Blinding Speed for more survivability if you're looking for that. I don't really feel like I need any right now because we get so much defense from picking up gold. Really, really important. Like, this setup makes it so we never have to worry about our survivability ever. Mystic Ally with Air Ally. We're going to use this to give ourselves spirit back. If we activate it, we gain 100 spirit. Makes it really easy to fund our abilities. Epiphany with Desert Shroud for the damage reduction, and we can keep this up all the time as well. Mantra of Conviction with Annihilation, so we get that move speed increase and we could just keep on moving, zooming through levels as fast as possible. Near-death experience, so if we die, we don't die. Once again, I don't think we're ever going to get to that point where we would die, but I'm playing on hardcore, so I never want to take the chance. Beacon of Utar for the cooldown reduction. With this setup, I could probably pick up something else, but the Ingium is a new addition to my build, so I'm still lingering on that for the moment. Seize the Initiative, dealing damage to enemies above 75% life increases your attack speed by 30% for 4 seconds. And Sixth Sense. The reason I'm using Sixth Sense is because my secondary resists on this gear are not optimized at all. They're all over the place. So Harmony actually gives us lower toughness. If you look, it's 43 million right now. Harmony actually gives us lower toughness, or at least it did last time I checked. I can't even find Harmony now. Hold on. Now we're doing testing. Now we're doing testing and I'm looking like a dummy. All right, 44 million toughness with Harmony. With Sixth Sense, we have 43. Shit! Shit, it actually gives us better toughness with this build. Don't worry, don't worry. Just use whichever version actually gives you more toughness. God, we're looking like a dummy now. But look at this clear speed. Again, the most important thing for us to do is simply right-click. Whenever we find a buff, we get more things to spawn to give us more Death Breath. Now that we've killed an elite pack, we can zoom across the screen with no cooldown on our Dashing Strike because of our Ingium, looking for more pylons like this to keep going, to find more elite packs, or simply looking for more elite packs. whichever picks your fancy, you're more than welcome to look for. But the idea is that you're in constant motion. You're always looking for something to kill. You're always looking for the path. And because of the way that Dashing Strike interacts with terrain, you can pretty much zoom over all of it all of the time. And again, you're just looking for elite packs. You're not trying to kill off anything else that you don't need. Any trash mobs doesn't interest you at all. You are here to farm Death Breath and here to get more crafting materials, and obviously important as well, greater rift keys to help you progress through those greater rifts faster. Be able to knock out more, be able to level up your greater gems, which I'm currently in the phase of doing again right now. I actually am surprised that Harmony was giving me more defense than 6 cents. In my pushing set, which is, you know, just an altered version of the Sun Wukong that allows us to actually go in and do ranged attack damage rather than this melee stuff, I get significantly more defense from 6 cents than I do for Harmony. If I was able to properly gear out everything, though, Harmony definitely becomes a staple of the monk, so I don't want to dissuade you from using it if your secondary resists all match and it makes sense for you to do that. Kind of lost the path here for the moment, but again, not a big deal when you have this build, because all we have to do is dash our way right over here and keep it on. The Ingame is about to fall off, so we are going to have normal cooldowns here for a moment, but right when that happens, we have another elite pack, and we're ready to just dash around some more. This, for me, has been the quickest build that I've ever played for farming up these late game materials and also getting greater rift keys. It allows you to push through stuff at a ridiculous pace. And again, this is one of my slower rifts right now. Had a bit of a wonky start. And, you know, not the best density along the way. But the important thing for you to do, keep Epiphany up all the time because it gives you that defense. Oh, I want to show you guys how much defense we're actually getting from the gold pickup as well. So as we're just chilling, as we're just walking around, our greater gem is spawning gold for us to pick up. And then our pet is picking that up automatically for us. And then the Avarice Band gets higher pickups as well. So the Avarice Band is picking up those progress orbs for us as well. Not just the gold, not just the health globes. But it's allowing us to get 16 billion defense right now. And it's 19 billion, 23 billion. There's no way in hell anything is going to kill me as long as I keep up this momentum and keep on pushing through enemies, killing those elite packs, and keep moving. This is all about momentum. This is all about moving. And honestly, I think we could drop Beacon of Yatar. I think we're optimizing the build even more right now. I think we could drop Beacon of Yatar and pick up the momentum trait as well, because look how much ground we're covering in between these packs. So that might be a viable means to go down as well if you're looking to play with this build. But that is more or less how it works. This is what I've been doing to farm up as many rift keys as possible. Again, I was able to farm around 500 Death Breath in a very short amount of time. We're sitting at 684 right now. It's a really good for getting those late game materials that you may need for crafting. And if you just killed it off a character like I did, being able to re-roll sets is a godsend. It gets you back in the action really quick. If you don't have an Ingame, I would recommend rolling a wizard and trying to upgrade rare swords over here in the Kunai's Cube. If you still don't have an Ingame, it took me a little while to get mine, then I would just recommend going with the standard weapon for progression with this build, which would be the Kairushiro's Blade, which increases the damage of your Wave of Light by a pretty considerable amount. So this is my third monk. It's back up and running. We're pushing Greater Rift 70-ish right now. My record was 83, and I'm looking to surpass that soon. Just have to get our Greater Gems leveled back up and not die to the Butcher in one shot. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new here, and we'll be diving into Diablo again very soon. Okay, bye.